All right, guys, we're on Joshua number 20. It's probably one of the smallest chapters I've ever read in this Bible so far. It's half a page. The division of land comes to an end in Joshua 20. So they distributed land to the tribes of Israel. So, number 20. The Lord spoke unto Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint out for you cities of refuge. So again, this is interesting. So they were making land for people to actually go, maybe for exile, or people who committed murder in a justifiable way. Let's read. Appoint out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spoke unto you by the land of or by the hand of Moses, that the slayer that killeth any person unawares, so not premeditated and unwittingly, may flee thither. So I don't know, like would why flee because of a revenge? That makes sense, right? Like a place for them to be safe, some sort of, what do they call it? Sanctuary. And they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. So point out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spoke unto you by the hand of Moses, that the slayer that killeth any person unaware and unwittingly may flee thither, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. And when he that doth flee unto one of those cities shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city. So he has to say why he's there. And they shall take him into the city unto them, and give him a place that he may dwell among them. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver the slayer up into his hand. I like this. I like this. Because he smote his neighbor unwittingly, and hated him not before time. And he shall dwell, so self-defense, let's say, maybe he just, a crime of passion, and he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment. Because he smote his neighbor unwittingly. Okay, so I like this, right? So he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment. So, let him go there, innocent until proven guilty. Let him be safe there until we do the judiciary process, the process of the court, and until the death of the high priest shall be in those days, until the death. So, and he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the slayer return and come unto his city and unto his house and to the city from whence he fled. And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee and Mount Naphtali. And they appointed Kadesh. So Kadesh became that land, that designated land in Galilee, in Mount Naphtali. Remember, Galilee. Jesus traveled through there. I think he lived there for a little while. And Shechem and Mount Ephraim. So they picked Shechem and Ephraim, and Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron. You've heard that name before. Remember, Arba was a great king that they defeated. And the mountain of Judah, another name I like. And on the other side, Jordan by Jericho. Eastward, Reuben and Ramoth and Gilead out of the tribe of Gad. And Golan and Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them, that whosoever killeth any person at unawares might flee thither, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. So it's a safe place for him or her to stand before, court of law, and then be convicted. I'm in a political philosophy class right now. This is a political philosophy, if you ask me. This is a group of people coming up with their laws of rule, and the law of conviction, judiciary law, legislation, executive. So I'm gonna talk to my professor about this. See what he thinks. Maybe he'll add it to his curricula.